In all my lifetime here in Africa, I've never seen a car chase that is as daring as this one. He's swerving through traffic like he's playing Euro Truck Simulator, while other drivers stare in disbelief, wondering if they stumbled in a stunt show. Every twist and turn sends the container wobbling precariously, threatening to spill its contents like a giant pinata gone rogue. It's a spectacle that's both terrifying and exhilarating. The poor guy behind the wheel grips the steering wheel like it's his last lifeline in a disaster movie, praying he doesn't tip over and become the star of the next viral fail video. Meanwhile, truckers and commuters alike can only watch in awe and confusion as this 18-wheeler proves that size doesn't matter when it comes to chasing thrills for four-wheel. With every passing moment, the stakes get higher and excitement builds. Will he make it to his destination, or will this wild ride end in a spectacular fashion? This truck driver is showing us that the road is full of surprises, and sometimes the most unexpected vehicles deliver the biggest thrills. Bullying in African roads is going out of control these days, and I'm not surprised that this truck driver is doing what he's doing, because it's not anything new to us. I mean, it might be new to people who are not from Africa and people from the West and all that, but here in Africa, basically traffic rules don't exist. Here we make our own rules, and most of our own rules consist of us not following the rules actually. It's like rule number 1, don't follow rules. Okay. And rule number 2, follow rule number 1. We don't have any rules when it comes to traffic roads here in Africa. And experiencing bullying in African roads is actually a driver's worst nightmare. Because you can imagine this 18-wheeler bullying you on the highway while you are on your saloon car. I mean, you can't fight him at all. In this case, you are absolutely helpless because he has a bigger machine and actually a better view angle. And if he decides to crash you, I mean, you can't do anything about it. And when they decide to overtake you, you basically can't do anything about it, especially in a traffic jam. These people behave like they own the roads. And the main reason for this is because with the rates of corruption in Africa, and especially the rate of corruption in traffic, especially the traffic police officers, is very high because they are actually the most hungry people when it comes to law enforcement. Because let's say, for example, this truck driver, he overtakes all these trucks and all these people and doesn't follow any law. Because let's say this traffic driver meets the cops ahead while he's driving like this. You know what they'll do? They just bribe the officers, and the officers will behave like nothing happened. As long as the truck driver is not drunk and he's got money, you can't do anything to him. Because in Africa, police are basically for sale, and you can actually buy a law here in Africa. I mean, it's crazy out here. It's crazy, definitely crazy. Because even when it comes to PSVs, you can actually find a bus that is filled to the brink. People are standing everywhere, people are sitting everywhere, it's so disorganized. But it doesn't matter to the police officers. As long as they give them, call it in my language, kitu kidogo, they let you pass. And they'll pretend it never happened. It's like you're just being controlled, so you can't tell him nothing. Because he's the main character. And when he meets the traffic police, he just gives them kitu kidogo. And the police walk away. And life moves on. I don't think that this will ever change in Africa.
It's a quiet Sunday morning, and police are in pursuit of a stolen truck. The reckless driver tries everything to evade the following unit, so the officer radios for backup.
In an epic showdown that feels like a scene from a blockbuster movie, a pickup truck is racing down the highway with the police hot on its tail. Imagine a police jumping from a moving car into the next car. I mean, it's something that is only seen in movies.
To his request to stop, the officer decides to approach the vehicle and negotiate with the driver, face to face.
The cop jumps from the window to the back of the truck, smashing through the glass like a crazed action hero on a caffeine high.
Approach the vehicle and negotiate with the driver, face to face.
But this isn't just any ordinary chase. Picture this. The cop in the passenger seat is leaning out of the window, as if he's auditioning for a stunt double role in the next big action flick. He's aiming his weapon at the pickup driver, and you can practically feel the tension in the air. In a dramatic crash that will leave even Tom Cruise proud, he delivers a blow that sends shockwaves through the vehicle.
Response vehicle soon arrives and notifies the felon.
It's a moment that is equally part ridiculous and exhilarating. But wait, it even gets crazier. In a move that defies all logic, this rogue cop commandeers the pickup truck, tossing the bewildered driver out like yesterday's trash. The poor guy lands on the pavement wondering if he just woke up in an alternative universe where the rules of road are flipped upside down. You can imagine the work it takes to make a movie with a police jumping from one car to another. I don't know if you've seen these Tom Cruise movies where before they do such a stunt, the kind of preparation that goes behind the scenes is so massive. But here in Africa, we don't need that shit. Here in Africa, we just wake up in the morning, drink whatever we drink, and then we're off to making movies. I guess Elon Musk also kind of gets his craziness from the way South Africans are crazy. I guess that's where he got his crazy from him, because he's also a very daring person. And I bet you not, South Africans are very daring people. Because a pickup truck being chased, I mean, it's not a Ferrari at the end of the day, or a Mustang like the ones you see on TV or in the news. Because where do you find the strength to be chased with this old pickup truck? I can only just imagine how the driver was like. He was like, "Hey, bro, do you want a ride or something?" This wild pickup truck showdown shows us that reality can be just as thrilling as any movie. So the next time you find yourself at a tight spot, remember, adventure is just a turn away. Stay tuned for more exhilarating escapades that will keep you laughing and on the edge of your seat.